Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a little first impressions / review on this eye look here using the new Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Decadent palette. This is what the palette looks like. So if you guys are interested to see what my thoughts are on it and all that good stuff, then just keep on watching. Before we even get started, I want to talk about the new Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless palettes. I actually have 3 of them. They did come out with 4, but I didn't see that. So the 4th one is like more colorful, but for today's video, we are going to be playing with the Decadent palette. This retails for $15 at Ulta, but right now it is currently on sale for $9. You get 18 shadows, a little bit of mattes, a little bit of shimmers. You get a little bit of everything. So this is what this palette looks like. Super gorgeous. You get really nice big size pans, and I'm just glad I got my hands on this. It does come with a mirror. Not the best looking mirror, but it's doable. But yeah, I cannot wait to dive into this palette. I do have some swatches, which I'll be putting up on the screen for you guys, but let's hop into this video. So I do have my base already down. I have my foundation, my concealer, my powder, and some bronzer and my brows. So we're just gonna focus on the eyes. I really want to play with these shadows and see how well the formula is. Just from swatches alone, it felt so nice and buttery and creamy. There were a few chalky ones, but not too bad, but the pigmentation is A1, and for only $15 for 18 shadows, not a bad deal. But like I said, they are currently on sale right now at Ulta for $9, so check it out. You're basically getting 50 cents per shadow when it's $9, and that's an amazing deal. They are going out pretty fast. I did look online. This one is currently out of stock, but the other ones are still available. I'm going to be doing videos on each palette so we can focus on each one rather than throwing it all into one video. So yeah, if you guys are more on the natural, warm side, I think you guys will really enjoy this palette. So let's hop in and see what look we create today. Starting off, I'm going to go in with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I always use a paint pot or any type of eyeshadow base for any eyeshadow look. So I'm going to base it off of that. But from pigmentation alone with my swatches, I think it'd work pretty well, but it's always better to have an eyeshadow base so the pigmentation stays on a lot longer. Moving on to the Makeup Revolution Decadent Forever Flawless palette. Oh, I just can't get over how this palette looks. It looks very similar to Natasha Denona shadows, I believe. Don't hold me to that, but their palettes are $129. This is only $15, so it's amazing how the price difference is. But you know, so if you're on a budget, I think you'd really like this. So in this palette, it looks like you get about 12 matte shadows and 6 shimmer shadows, which is pretty nice amount. You can already see which ones are the shimmers. So the first shade I want to dive into is this shade right here. This one is in the shade Karma. It looks like a camel mustardy shade, so I want to play with that in my crease, and I'm just using this Morphe brush. I apologize, it has no name on it. It is part of a collection, but any type of crease brush will work. And so first impressions with a brush, you do get a lot of fallout, but that doesn't bother me. But just as a heads up, just letting you know. So we're just gonna work this into the crease, and it looks like this shadow is buildable. I am going in layers, so that's always nice, so you don't have to go in with full pigmentation. I really do like this shade. It's really nice. This shade looks awesome. Okay. And it's blending really nicely. I do have dry patches on my eye with my eczema, and it's looking really, really nice on there. It's not holding on to it, which is awesome, because sometimes I have to like rebuild the color like multiple times on this eye to get the pigmentation that I do on this. It's really weird. But this one seems like it's just working out evenly on both sides. But again, there is a lot of fallout, so keep that in mind. Alright you guys, so for our next shade, I'm going to go into this like deepish red. This one, oh, sorry. We're going to go into this shade right here. This one is in the shade Splendid. It's like a nice burnt brick red. And I'm just going to go in with the same brush. Again, a lot of fallout with this. So you got to tap your brush I'm gonna play around with makeup today, and I'm gonna focus this on the inner crease. Kind of coming into the middle where that camel shade is. Just want to do something a little different. This is a really pretty shade as well when you build it up. Don't worry if it's looking like a mess right now. It's okay. We're going to be going back and fixing it. This is just our base startup. I'm going to go in on the other side. So the next shade I'm going to run into is this one right here. This one is in the shade Sundown. It looks almost like a brownie terracotta orange shade. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe M443 brush. Tap that on. This one doesn't seem to have as much fallout as the other shades. So here's that. And I'm going to focus this on the outer crease right here, just like on this part. Just want to play with as many colors as I can. It's a really nice shade. It's really packing on well. So yeah, just focusing this right here. I'm going to go back in to that crease brush we used the first time. I'm going to go back into that shade Karma, which was our transition shade. God, this one's so powdery. And I'm just going to go back into this corner and just blend it out. Alright guys, so I'm going to attempt to cut my crease. I'm going to go back in with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and this BH Cosmetics little flat brush. And let's see if we can make this look a little better. But I do really like the shadows. I just think the colors I chose are kind of weird, but I'm just trying something new. I'm going to cut the whole lid. So now let's try going in with one of the shimmer shades. Just got to figure out which one I want to do. You know, I'm going to go into the shade right here. This one is in the shade Glimmer. It looks like a nice like champagne-y pop. I'm going to start off with this Coastal Scents little flat brush and just dip away. I want to see what it looks like unwet. So we're just going to pack this all over the lid space that we covered for our crease. Ooh. So that's what it looks like with no setting spray or anything. That is just by itself. It does look a little chunky in the pan from dipping my brush in, so keep that in mind. That's the only thing I don't like right now. I mean, I don't mind a lot of fallout, or like some fallout, but this is like a lot of fallout. And already with that transition shade, there's like a little dip. So not too sure what's going on. So let's try the other side. I feel like it still needs a little bit of oomph, so I'm just going to flip my brush and I'm going to go into this shade right here, this nice white. This one is in the shade Pearls. I just want to see if it amps it up a little. And I'm just going to go over top. Oh yeah. That's brightening it up a lot. I hope my lighting is okay. I am using natural light right now. I apologize if it isn't. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over top with this white shade. Going back into that Morphe crease brush, I'm gonna go back into the shade, what was it called? Sundown, which is that orangey brown shade. Just gonna focus on that inner outer corners. Also gonna go back into that reddish shade called Splendid and just kind of darken up the inner corners as well a little bit because it kind of faded away. Just going in with a little flat brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna go back into that shade Pearls and apply it to my brow bone. I think it looked cool. Blend it in with the other shades. So these are what the eyes are looking like so far. Kind of scary, but once we have the liner, the lashes, everything on, it's gonna come together. So I'm just gonna do my eyeliner next. I feel like just doing a standard black liner. I'm gonna be using a gel liner today. This is from Sigma and this is in the shade Wicked. And I'm just gonna go in with this MAC Studio Fine Eyeliner brush. Ew, what is that? Oh, okay, sorry. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with this little tiny baby brush. I'm surprised this liner isn't even dried out at all because it's been in my drawer for years, but still looking like it's in good condition. Oh yeah, this is kind of dry. This liner is too dry, so I'm gonna be using a different liner. I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop liner. This one is in the shade Swerve, so this is just their black one. Haven't used this one yet, so I'm really excited. As you can see right there. I'm gonna use the same brush, but I'm gonna wipe it off with a makeup wipe just so I can get that dryness off. Much better. And then what I like to do is just go in with a regular liquid liner and go over it, but I like lining it first with a gel liner at times. Yeah, this is not working with the gel liner, so I'm going to go in with my liquid liner, which kind of pisses me off because they look uneven. So I'm going to go in and use my NYX Matte Liquid Liner instead. Just go over the spots I went through and just enhance it a little bit more. Yeah, because it's looking so dry. It's not cute. Alright, well today is not a good eyeliner day. This is the best I could get it to come. But I feel like with the lashes, it'll just hide it away. So I'm just going to go in with some mascara and some falsies and I'll be right back. This is what the makeup is looking like with some eyelashes. I'm using the Ardell Mega Volume 253 lashes. They're very nice and voluminous and long, which is what I like. Nice and dramatic. So for the bottom of the eyes, for my waterline, I'm going to go in with this LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner. This one is in the shade Screamin', and I've been really in love with like colorful eyeliners lately. So I'm just going to apply this to the waterline. So that's what it looks like by itself. I really think it's fun, especially when you're doing like neutral looks and you want to stand out a little bit more. Colorful liners are the way to go. These are very affordable. I do have a video of a review of all the swatches that I currently own. I'll leave it down below for you guys if you are interested. I think they're so much fun. Moving on into the palette once again, I want to go into this shade called Scorched. It's kind of like, I just really hope it's like showing well. So here is Scorched. It's kind of like a pinky red. And I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics little tiny like detail brush so I can really get on the lash line. I'm just going to dip into that. And right on the lash line. I think it'll blend really nicely against the yellow. So it just looks really nice against the yellow. And then just going in with my Sigma F63 brush, I'm just gonna go in and just blend that out so it looks nice and blended. I just really like that color against the yellow. It looks really pretty. For our inner corner highlight, I'm just going to go back into that shade Pearls, which is like that nice icy white. And I'm going in with this Morphe brush. It's like a pencil brush. And I'm just going to apply that to the inner corner. Help open the eyes a little bit. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look I created using the new Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Decadent palette. I really do enjoy this palette and I can't wait to play with it some more. So yeah, I think it came out pretty good. I was kind of nervous at first, just blending out the shadows, but it kind of worked out in my favor. So yeah. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my new videos coming up on these new babies over here. Again, these are from Makeup Revolution. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. We are almost at 700 subscribers, guys, so click that subscribe button. Got a giveaway coming up for all of you, and I'm so excited. I just can't believe this is happening. But anyways, I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whatever. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.